Yes, yes, yes. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of us. First, I must say a pleasant good morning to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the strength of my life, who wake me up this morning and give me a bright and wonderful morning. A pleasant good morning to Color Smith. Yes, indeed, my man. Pleasant good morning. I look up to you every day, man. You have a heart more than anybody else that I know of. Pleasant good morning to Poppy, my brother. How you doing? How's the baby? A pleasant good morning to Cantor. Pleasant good morning to T-Bag. How you doing, my brother? A pleasant good morning to Sister Lico, my church sister. How you doing? Puntem, how you doing? Crazy Jimmy and Renee, how you all doing? A pleasant good morning to Jem Rock. Good morning, Jem Rock. Bonjour, madame. Sakafet. Good morning to you, Miss Pauline, Auntie Pauline. Well, since I don't have the time to come to New York to get some breakfast, I roll up some flour this morning and I put some baking powder in it and so a little tip of salt and some butter and I knead it up and I have it in the container right now, settling down, sitting down, make it rise. A long time I no eat um, you know, um dumpling fried. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some of that with some deer stew that I make last night. All right. This is the day the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be happy within ourselves. You know, I'm here to talk about my country people, and I could see why we Jamaicans, quote unquote, I have to talk about Jamaican because you know I was born in Jamaica, and not even that too. My family are Cuban. I have Cuban roots both sides. They all come from Havana, right across from we call if you travel right across from Montego Bay, St. James, go straight 90 miles across the water, you will run right into Havana. Matter of fact, at night time when the tide is low, you can see the line of Cuba. And when you go up in Kingston, you can see the line of Santo Domingo and Haiti. Right? A lot of people don't know Jamaica is a mixed cultural country. You have part of Jamaica of Guyana, Ghanaian people. And you got part of Nigerian, a place in Nigeria. And you got up in the mountains, you got Maroons and Syrian. In a St. Elizabeth area, yes indeed, Maroon and Syrians. And part of St. James of Maroon. This is why they call it Maroon Town. And Nani now, Westmoreland, Negril, the whole of this are people from Ghana. All right, because when the boat come from Africa, it comes south the Caribbean Sea, and they end up in a Ghana. Prior before that, Jamaica did have a lot of Spaniard. It was a Spanish country. This is why me myself, I have the Spanish blood in me, and I can habla español. Not 100%, but 50%. Okay. Um, I learned little Spanish in school when I was going to school, and then when I come to America, I went to school out on the West Coast. I went to school in Modesto Junior College, I went to school in San Diego. Um, and San Diego, you have the border of Mexico right down at Tijuana. I used to live San Isidro. San Isidro is the last town before you reach Tijuana. So, and I used to work, and the kind of work I used to do in Chula Vista, National City, um, you know, you have to learn a little Spanish. So, yes, indeed, I habla español un poquito and parlez-vous français, French. Okay? Now, I want to make this video, and this video is to point in the right direction of some of us. Once again, Jamaica have a full mixed culture of people. And the reason why I say that is I want people who watch this video realize that some people, the behavior is an inherited thing. Jamaica wasn't, a lot of us in Jamaica don't get education. And there are many reasons is because of the way we were grown. Sometimes the parents don't have money, but then again, a lot of parents try to send the kids to school, but the kids them instead of them go to school, they run the street. And some of us not have the head to take up education. So you call them dunce people. But at the end of the day, the government of Jamaica did come out with a program named Jamala. And a lot of us never take Jamal. Instead of we go to Jamal school, we take up a trade. Some of us take up carpentry. Some of us take up masonry. Some of us take up tailor. Yes, in Jamaica, you have a lot of tailor shop. All right? And so forth and so forth. And a lot of barber too. And some of us take up barbering. All right? And some of us with like medicine. From day one, I was going Harrison Memorial High School, Tree Cottage Road, right next to Jared Park. I'm proud I'm going to that school, and I'm proud for the education that I got. I never afraid to go to school because to increase your knowledge. Yes, when I come to America, I did have to go back to English school because I was brought up with English under the English teaching. And one of my teacher was Spanish teacher. Um, Forgot that lady name. A slim lady, slim, very quiet, never married. She come from Cuba. But anyway, when I came to America, New York, quote unquote, I did have to go back to school because my English wasn't meshed with the American English. And yes, I went back to school regardless of the credit that I have from Harrison. I went back to school and I get my GED because I have an aim, and I have an aim in glory, and I have an aim to reach what would I call it? Uh, Direction. So one of my first job in New York City was I work at Harlem Hospital, 135th Street and Lenox Avenue in the shop. You know that shop where people goes and buy, the coffee and stuff, coffee shop. And because of my friendliness, I was friend with a man, quote unquote, from Montego Bay named, oh God, what his name again? Anyway, he come from Montego Bay, he come from one street named Tate Street. All right, that's run across from Jared Park. And he hired me. I start working patient account in the clinic and so forth. At the time, I was living in the Bronx with my father. Then I start go to the college over by Queens and get my CNA license. I get my CNA license. At the time when I was in Queens, now you see this story I'm telling people, there's a certain whole man is on YouTube. Now we're gonna know certain things about me. Yes, indeed. I went to school, a college, a night college, and become a CNA. Then when I was in the Bronx, I teamed up with a friend of mine who used to work at Harlem Hospital named Vernon, 233rd Street. When he opened up his first jerk pork and jerk chicken shop, I was working there with him evening time. Never work on the Sabbath day. And then I met this woman that we get tangled with. She come from one place named Mapen, Clarendon. All right? The two of us live together at Queens. We buy a condo at Queens, Rochdale Village, and that's how we live. I leave from there and I start work at Long Island Jewish Nursing Home. I work at Harlem Hospital. Now, me never come to New York and drive taxi like some old people me know and try to further their education. All right? Let's make it known. And now this man gonna know how me know him. All right? I spent most about 15 years in California going to medical school because I left Jamaica in the intention to come to America to be anesthesiologist. Right? I went to school. I have two uncles in Modesto. I went there. I went to Modesto Junior College. You all can check the record there. And I start doing my requirements like psychology 101, sociology 101. You know, the basic credits to get my nursing degree to go to Fresno State to the anesthesia. They have an anesthesia college there. One there Fresno State and one there Sacramento. Okay? But I never get so far. I get into nursing. I went to San Diego State and further my education more. Do lab work. I used to work into a lab taking care of a lot of Laotian people because in California they have a lot of Vietnamese, Chinese, and stuff like that. And in 2000, then in 95, I moved back to Brooklyn. Moved back to Brooklyn. And while I moved back to Brooklyn, I, move around in Brooklyn and stuff like that. Didn't go back in the Bronx because my father did move from Bronx to Queens. Right? All my brothers and sisters, them, they all did move, they get grown. Some move upstate New York, some move to Rockaway, and so forth and so forth. Then when I come back to New York, I start work. I never too like to work as an employee at the hospital. I usually work with Gotham Registry, Millennium in the Bronx, and Heritage out in Long Island. I think it's over by New Hyde Park, something like that. But anyway, and those agencies did keep me very busy. I usually take the taxi. I used to live at 1066 Bergen Street, close to Nostrand Avenue. That's where my daughter born. And I used to take the bus, go down pan Church Avenue, Nostrand Church, and sometimes I take the 35 bus at Church Avenue and get off at 98th Street. Or sometimes I would take taxi if me in a rush. And this is where I know I see that old man used to drive taxi. That old man will live a canals where they get trouble on YouTube. So when I said I know him, when you drive taxi, a lot of people know you, but you don't know them. You see me? And my memory not bad because I tell a lot of people say, me no smoke marijuana for burn out my brain cells them. I me no drunk body for drunk and run and lay down on the street. Me never, not even beer me can't drink. Drink a lot of water. Not because I grew up in an Adventist home, but this body here is the temple of God. Yes, you can drink a little wine. I'm a wine drinker, motherfucker. I love wine. I know about wine. Motherfucker, when I was living in California, I learned a lot about the grapes. A lot of grape vineyard in California. I go to Napa Valley and I do wine tasting. I learn the grapes them, the Chardonnay, the Pinot Noir. I know all the different grapes them. Even the German Zeller Swats the cat and all them big name wine. Yes, indeed. I learn them and I taste them and I know what them taste. So me know about wine. You see? But when it comes to alcohol, me don't know about that. Me know about wine and me know about non-alcohol wine and stuff like that. So I used to board and take the the taxi cab run from Church Avenue from Beverly Road all the way to 98th Street. So a lot of people you see they blah blah them out. They never get no education. They know if you hustle, yes, and they know street smart. And they know if you cuss off people and tell people all kind of bull crap. I want to know people wife. Look here, man. My wife is my personal business. I'm not a gay man. Could never be one. You see what I'm saying? So when you put in the video, say, oh, me not, you, somebody not married, and we talk about we a woman. You understand? We have a beautiful woman, a beautiful woman, a beautiful Jamaican woman, black Indian woman. You hear me I tell you? Black Indian woman come from Upper St. James, near to where my father come from. Mother come from St. Elizabeth. You hear? Let me tell you that. I may want a beautiful Jamaican woman. You hear me? I may God bless her soul. Every day she gonna work. Yes, I'm a little bit older than her, so this is why I'm on retirement. You see me? So let me tell you something, old boy. I'm not a man you for play with and discriminate and talk about all kind of crap about me. I know you, you don't know me. And every turn you in the car, they turn in a canasi. Me know all in the street. You hear me? Me know all in the street. One time I did live on 99th Street, a canasi. Me have a half sister live at 101 and M. Right now, by our house. And she's a nurse. At Brookdale Hospital. You hear me? From Rockaway there, right below the hospital. Me have two cousins live right there so at them house. Right there, so. You need more sense, brother. And you need to baptize over. Yeah? Now, I do 20 minutes. Later on, me come back and make another video. Listen, my brothers and sisters, we all need help in Jamaica. And me have 3 barrel there. Me go buy another one today. And we're going to pack it. And we're going to ship it. And by the time we reach Montego Bay, we're going to their yard. And we're going to distribute it. We not have to come from YouTube and say, make out Jamaica. It's what I'm saying. Me only have a brother and a sister live in Jamaica. One sister live in Roehampton, and me have a brother live in Melbourne. You see me? Everybody a man to go be in no Raphael service. And my brother used to work at the airport as a bell cat. So everybody know him. And my brother, me follow him. Okay? May God bless our soul in peace. This is Service TV Lifestyle. You all have a wonderful morning, wonderful day to my subscribers. And please, people, subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell. That means each time I put a video out, you all will be notified. Big up on yourself. Go if you can't swim, don't go into the water. You understand? And if you can't drive, don't go around the steering. Take the train. Blessings, my brother. And have a wonderful day.